I am Wicked Nick Wegner, and continuing the mini-series where twice a week I go through and review a controversial judgment and review the scorecards in the fight to see if I agree. There was one that was controversial that I actually don't think was too controversial that just happened last weekend, and for the views and to stay topical on this channel, I suppose, we have Movsar Evloev versus Lerone Murphy that literally happened as of recording this, I think 2 days ago. And we're just going to review what happens in this fight, and I'll talk about it. And if you guys disagree, let me know in the comments. We can talk about it there. So far, it seems Movsar is kind of just he's pressuring, but I think Murphy's landing the better shots right now. So right now, Murphy's winning the round, and is, my opinion so far, because damage comes first. Damage will always come first. 30 seconds left. This is a very close round. Man, spinning back just sort of landed. It's weird because watching it back, even though it was just a few days ago, when I originally watched it, I thought Movsar won the first round, but watching it back, I feel like Murphy got the first round. But it's very, very close. Again, the damage wasn't that much in one person's corner. And if you go to the next thing, which I believe is positioning and just the pressure and who's pushing forward, Movsar gets it. But right now, rewatching it, I would say that Murphy, in my opinion, won round one. Very, very close. And again, honestly, it could go either way. Watching it now, I'd say Murphy. When I watched it live, I said Movsar. It's almost a coin toss, and it's really how you judge it. So my mind is always damage first. Doesn't matter who's pressuring, doesn't matter who has top control, doesn't matter any of that. Damage goes first. And it looked like Murphy did more damage that round, even though it was, again, very, very minimal. Round two. Yeah, I know I'm not showing much, and throughout this entire series in this video, I'm not showing every little strike that's landing. I'm just basically showing whenever I say something, and it's 1 minute left. It's again very close. Murphy's landing, I think, more. Every time Movsar throws, he lands a decent shot. But now I'd say with that, just that 30 seconds there was enough to push Murphy into the winning the round column for me. There, just a little bit of an exchange there, but again, I still think Murphy wins that round. Again, very close round. So I actually have Murphy up 2 right now, which is not how I originally scored it, but how I scored it on the night doesn't matter. The series is about me rewatching stuff, regardless if it was 10 years ago or 2 days ago. I have Murphy winning round 1 barely and winning round 2 a bit more clearly in my mind. Ooh, that knee landed. But he's gonna get taken out of that. Oh, I just watched it. I already knew that. But I mean, watching it live, you can tell. Once he gets that body lock, Evloev's gonna take Murphy down every time. How much control and damage can he do from the top when he gets these takedowns? Murphy just pops right back up. Cup shot. Very close round as of the first nut shot of the fight. Oh, nice. That puts Murphy in the lead for now. Yeah, he's really putting it on now. So right now, Murphy's winning. Evloev isn't reacting to the shots too bad. He's still pushing forward. He's still landing his own shot, but right now Murphy's landing more. But here's the thing. Yeah, so then he starts, and some of these are landing. Some of them, Murphy's still slipping. Body knee lands. Jab through. Against the cage. A lot of people said, that's the debate online right now. One of the debates is that enough to steal a round? I mean, if you're judging damage and the guy's bleeding and his back's against the cage at the end of the round and not much happened throughout it, again, Murphy was doing good. He landed his own shots. Nothing too powerful. Nothing that Murphy reacted to. Nothing that Evloev reacted to. When I watched it live, I didn't know which to give it to. But watching it now and fully locking in on deciding to judge, I think Evloev steals the round there. Again, that's the only big moment that's honestly happened in the fight so far. The judges do not see any of this stuff. They don't see the stats. They don't hear the commentators. But again, when the round ends with you bleeding and getting pushed against the cage, and the guy unloading on you, and that's really the only major damage that was done in the round. I would give that one to Evloev watching it back. That is one of the debates online. Is that enough to steal a round? I think so. Going into the 4th round now. I have Murphy up 2. That one. And again, he barely dipped into that. Like and that one landed way more flush. Yeah, I mean, straight up a bad kick. I think nowadays the ref can watch the replays when it comes to point deductions. And this isn't a referee video. Like, I'm not breaking down the referee. This is a second kick. He didn't move into it, is what Mark Goddard said. He's going to take a point. And now this isn't one where I judge the refereeing. This is the video where I'm judging just the judging, or I'm doing my own judging or whatever. But I think that was a good call. If you're going to take a point, it's got to be, second offense, something that affected him. He was on the ground, and also, again, he didn't move into it. Like, you could argue he barely moved into it, but even if he didn't squat that little bit when he jabbed, still would hit him in the groin. So I think that was a good point deduction. The problem is now, according to my scorecard, and maybe other people maybe even give Murphy all 3 of the first rounds, Evloev is down a point regardless. So even if he wins this round is considered a draw. But at the same time, this is when Evloev starts to put it on. I mean, look at that. Dropped him, ground and pound, body lock, work takedowns, work clinch, all that stuff is going to start happening. And this one, I don't even need to really say much. This is not a round that's really debatable. It is a draw. Evloev wins the round, minus 1 point, 9 points each. Again, Evloev did easily more in that round, which means it's a draw. So going into this round, I have it right now, Murphy is winning 38-37. I mean, I don't mean to spoil it, but can you guess who wins this round? Alright, I'm just going to say it. It's a round for Evloev. He didn't do enough to get a 10-8 round. Murphy was still in it the entire time, still getting up, still throwing his own, still defending. So not a 10-8 round. I don't think I've seen anyone saying that. I'm just letting you know because I skipped most of it for the video. So I have it going in. My final scorecard would have been 47-47. Candle out. Alright, so that's that. So the judges all agreed with me. Rounds 2 through 5. They gave it Murphy round 2, Evloev round 3, round 4 is a draw, Evloev round 5. The only difference was 2 of the judges gave Evloev round 1. And this is not a robbery in any sense. I'll just say that right now. This is not at all a robbery. Evloev, in my opinion, and all 3 of the judges' opinions of the night, Evloev did enough to win round 3. He did the most damage overall, especially at the very end. It definitely sways it quite a lot. On the night, watching it live with my friend, I gave Evloev round 1, so on the night, I would have agreed with this decision. But watching it back, I think Murphy did more damage regardless of how Evloev was pushing forward and landing his own shots. I think Murphy did more, but it's not a robbery. It is what we call a very close fight. And I don't see too many people online that are too upset about it. Again, it's not. I don't think it's going to go down in history as one that people bring up as a robbery. It's just topical right now. Thank you guys for watching. That is Movsar Evloev versus Lerone Murphy.